Because imagine you are in a room that is locked, you're the only one in the room. That's how you should see life. Life is different rooms with one person locked in each room. Each room is for each person. Each person is going to experience that room in different ways. Each person in each room is going to have different experiences. But now, who are you going to talk to while you are in that room? There's no other person. If not God, there's no other person you can talk to if it's not yourself. Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ojumi, and if you're not new, welcome back. So as you can tell from the title of today's video, in this video I'm going to be telling you or teaching you or educating you on how to love yourself, how to love yourself more. This video is just going to be giving you tips on how to actually appreciate yourself more and fall in love with yourself. This video is for people that you probably don't have this connection with yourself, and because you don't have this connection with yourself, you are seeing that you are not moving forward. You know that before you can actually do anything and actually move forward in life, you need to be able to connect with yourself. You need to fall in love with yourself. If not, you're going to have pauses on the way. So in this video I'm going to be telling you how to cancel this out and actually fall in love with yourself. Before I start, please do not forget to subscribe, like and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So you want to fall in love with yourself, you want to love yourself. Okay, in this video I'm going to be telling you and giving you the tricks and the tips, and I promise you that when you're done watching this video, you're going to actually realize, this video is actually for things you're supposed to realize. It's not magic. Okay, when I tell you these things, you're going to realize some things, and then you are going to love yourself. Okay, the first thing I'm going to be telling you is I want you to know that we are the only ones that we have. So I'm going to be explaining this thing with a few points, and hopefully you're going to understand. Let me give you this example. So let's imagine this thing, maybe when we were born, right? And there's this person that God gave us, this human being that God gave every one of us. Like every human being has this one person that is going to always be with us, always following us everywhere, knowing what we think about, everything about us. The person is going to be with us. Do you understand? The person is going to be following us up and down. So like, is that one person that knows everything about us? Just imagine if everybody had this one person. So now imagine how you are going to treat your own person. Everybody's going to have this personal person. So now imagine how each person is going to treat their personal person. You're going to treat this person like you. So I want to explain something right now. I want you to know that anybody that knows everything about you 100%, because this instance I'm giving, that someone's going to be following you around, knowing everything about you, this person is going to know everything about you 100%. So I want you to know that anybody that knows you 100%, anybody that can know everything about you, from how you move, how you think, how you do everything, every single thing about you, is automatically you. I don't know if what I said makes sense, but maybe you can pause this video and take that in. Anybody that has the ability to know every single thing about you, from how you do your things, how you think, from how you feel, everything, anybody like that is automatically going to be you. What I mean by the person is going to be you is the person is automatically going to become you, because the person is going to be like your second. Why? Because the person is going to be like your duplicate. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that it's all going to come down to the fact that you are the only one that knows everything about yourself. You're the only one that has been with you since you were born. You're the only one that knows every information about you, how you feel pain, everything. No other person can actually be that person that's going to be following you up and down. No other person can do that except you. Treat yourself like someone that has been following you up and down. Let me try to say something else. Maybe you understand what I'm trying to say. So I said, okay, we imagine we have someone that's following us up and down, someone that knows everything about us. How are you going to treat this person? This person is going to be your best friend. This person is going to be the person you talk to all the time. This person is going to be the person you're going to lament. It's even possible for that person to be the only person you're going to talk to all your life, because that's the only person you should be able to trust. That's going to be the only person that you can pour out your feelings to, because you know that this person knows every single thing about you, and this person cannot judge you. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that we should start treating ourselves like this person. Always see yourself as someone that exists outside yourself. I don't know what I said makes sense. Treat yourself like someone. You know, the fact that we can talk, the fact that God has given us the ability to talk has made it very easy for us to do this thing I said. So always talk to yourself like someone that you know, someone that is beside you. So one thing I always say in my videos, I'll keep saying in all my videos because it always relates to everything, is you have to realize that in this life you came alone. You are the only one in this life. There are different versions of life. Life is not one. You can tell person A to tell you about life. Person A is going to tell you about life. Tell person B to tell you about life. Person B is going to tell you about life. Person A, B, C. Every person is going to have a different version, a different view of life, because everybody does not have the same vision of life. So just have it in mind that everybody has a different life race. So it's only you that is in your own race. Your own race, you're the only one there. So just imagine that you are alone. So let's start knowing that we are alone, and the only person that we can talk to and we can actually relate to, because imagine you're in a room that is locked, you're the only one in the room. That's how you should see life. Life is different rooms with one person locked in each room. Each room is for each person. Each person is going to experience that room in different ways. Each person in each room is going to have different experiences. But now, who are you going to talk to while you are in that room? There's no other person, if not God. There's no other person you can talk to, if it's not yourself. The fact that you can talk has given you a better advantage. Always treat yourself like the only person that you have in your race. You're the only one that can understand what you're going through. So when you realize this thing, you're going to know that you have to take care of yourself and treat yourself like this being. Treat yourself like your friend. Always treat yourself like someone that is beside you. Don't treat yourself as your flesh. Okay, let me put it this way. Realize that the only person you can see when you look at the mirror is your flesh. You are not seeing yourself. We are not this. We are inside. Okay? Yourself is not your flesh. So whenever you're talking to yourself, you're actually talking to yourself, not this body that we have, this flesh you have is not you. You are what is inside. So you talking to yourself, you treating yourself right, it all makes sense because you are doing these things for yourself that you cannot see. You cannot see yourself. Yourself is inside. God gave us this flesh so that we can do things for ourselves while using the flesh we have. So I don't know, all these things I've been saying, I don't feel like the introduction, but another thing that can help you to love yourself more is, like I've said this before, but I'll keep saying, treat yourself like your friend. Okay, take care of yourself. Whenever you want something and you know that you can afford it, buy it for yourself. This thing is just always something that always helps me, really help me to, love myself more. Whenever I want something, they call it your inner child. I feel like this is what the inner child is. You have the power to deprive yourself. Exactly. So now imagine, this is my flesh and my inner self is telling me, oh, I want to create a YouTube video. I am not the one that said it. I heard it from inside. That is myself talking, right? I want to make a YouTube video. So now I have the power to deprive myself of not making that YouTube video. If I say I'm not going to make this video, my flesh is the one that is going to work for my inner self, right? So if I'm on the bed and my inner self is saying, oh Jimmy, you need to make a YouTube video, and I don't want to make the YouTube video, I have the power to deprive myself. So what I'm trying to say is, let us start listening to ourselves. Let me put ourselves as our intuition, your guts. Yourself is your guts. So whenever yourself tells you something, let us try to always don't deprive yourself of what yourself wants. So you see, I'm using the word self. So I'm saying you are you. This is me, you, you. But myself, which is yourself, is inside. So when they say love yourself, another thing that can help you to love yourself more is to practice self-control and journaling. So I'm going to explain this one. There are two things, but they are related. So now, what do I mean by self-control? So let's say I want to film a YouTube video. I know I've not posted in a long time and I want to film because my inner self loves posting. Like I said, yourself is what is inside. You are not yourself. That is my line. You are not yourself. Okay, yes. So yourself loves to post, loves YouTube a lot, but you're the one with, yeah, this is you're the one with the body. And you are tired, and you want to film a YouTube video. So what you do is you get a book, or you write it down. You're like, oh, things I want to do. I want to film a YouTube video. I want to edit. Yeah, like journaling, like writing things that you want to do, right? Now, let's say you have so many things to do and you just tell yourself, okay, let me just do it. And when I do it, I do this. You now like film the video and take it. When you film the video, you take it. When you take everything, have you ever had this feeling whereby you want to do something, if you feel so tired, you're like, you don't want to do it. When you do it, there's this feeling of happiness inside. That just explains everything I'm trying to say. There's this feeling of happiness. That's because whenever you practice self-control, to actually control your flesh, to do things for your inner self, you're going to love yourself more because your inner self is going to be more happy. When your inner self is more happy, there's going to be a closer connection between you and yourself. So the more you do things for yourself, the more you actually practice self-control and do things that you don't want to do, but you just say, let me just do it for myself. I'm sorry if my energy is kind of low today, but I just want to pass out my message. No matter how bad my energy is, I want you to know that whenever you do things that yourself really wants to do, but your flesh does not want to do, whenever you try it and say, oh, I'm going to do this thing, your inner self is going to be happy. It's going to make you love yourself more and actually believe that whenever I write things down, I can actually achieve it and I'm going to make myself happy. If you make this in a habit, you're going to see that you keep doing this same routine. Whenever you feel down, you write it down and then actually do it, and you're going to feel more happy. Then you're going to start connecting with yourself and you are going to start loving yourself more. Another thing that's going to make you to love yourself is, I've said this before, but we have to learn to start talking to ourselves. Like, I don't mean when you talk to yourself like, Ojimi, how are you? I'm fine. That's not the type of talk to yourself I'm talking about. See, when I say talk to yourself, whenever you're feeling down, you tell yourself, Ojimi, you can do it. When you talk to yourself, I want it to be more of motivation, more of affirmations. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I was like, treat yourself like your best friend. You're obviously going to be able to communicate with your best friend, so always talk to yourself. Whenever you feel down, tell yourself, Ojimi, you're going to be okay. Trust me. See, I don't know if you watched my welcome back video. I was like, one of the reasons why I love YouTube is because it makes me talk to myself, and this is so, like, it's so natural for me because I always talk to myself. So imagine having the opportunity to talk to yourself while filming. If you start talking to yourself, if you start telling yourself, okay, let's say I want to do something, I'm like, Ojimi, stand up. I watched one video, micro habits that are going to change your life, and she was like, there's this thing called the 5-second rule. You want to do something, you count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll keep saying this thing. You're not yourself. When you start talking to yourself, which is your inner child, is going to feel more connected to you, and trust me, you're going to be able to be whole. You are not whole till you fall in love with yourself. You cannot achieve these things that are ahead, these things that are actually placed there for you, so if you have not yet connected with yourself. One thing that can also make you to fall in love with yourself and to love yourself more is to find something that you love to do, something that you have passion for. Let me explain. I love doing YouTube videos. My inner self is the one that loves doing YouTube videos, right? I am using my flesh to click on play. I'm using my flesh to wear my dress, to do all these things and actually talk. As I'm doing these things that my inner self likes to do, as I'm posting, I'm achieving whatever I want to achieve, I am going to make my inner self more happy. This all comes down to just keep doing things, whatever you actually desire, whatever your inner self, your guts, your intuition, there's this entity inside of us that is not our flesh. So I had a technical difficulty, but I was saying that when you get a hobby that you like, and you're making progress, you're doing it for yourself, you're going to see that you're going to start loving yourself more, because it's when yourself is seeing that you're progressing, yourself is going to be happy, because the only thing yourself wants for you is for you to succeed. Yourself, God has given us this inner self, for us to actually listen to and actually follow. If we have any ideas, we have any ideas from this our intuition, our inner self, if we listen to ourselves, trust me, we are going to move forward in life. The main point of this video is when you realize that you're the only one you have, trust me, you're going to see yourself as an entity, a being. We are bigger than what we think we are. Okay, see, let me tell you something that you have forgotten. Let's use this instance I've been using. Okay, I'm me and I have myself beside me, right? I have to treat myself like this being that has to worship myself at this point. If anything happens to myself, it's going to affect me. So you have to treat yourself like someone that if anything happens to that person, it's going to happen to you. If myself dies, I'm going to die. But then it's a different case, because obviously it's if you die that yourself is going to die. But if yourself dies, you're slowly and gradually going to die, because yourself is your soul. If your soul dies, you're eventually going to die. So you have to treat yourself like a god. Treat yourself like something that was created for you to actually listen to and talk to and relate with, to make yourself a better person. Treat yourself like someone that cannot be moved by other people. Treat yourself like someone that is focused on your own race. I want to make a separate video about being focused and not actually looking at other people, because trust me, in life we are the only ones we should actually focus on. When you start focusing on only yourself, when you start focusing on your own race, you're not going to be distracted by whatever is you are seeing beside you, whatever person is trying to distract you. When you realize that you are the only one you have, you cannot compare yourself to any other person, because nobody else has the same path as you. When you start realizing that, you're going to focus on yourself and know that you're the only one that you have. So I think we have come to the end of this video. I'm so happy that you could watch it to the end and actually gain something from it. I know that my energy was probably not the best, but I just wanted to show up, because myself wanted me to film this video, and I am so happy. And trust me, now that I've filmed this video, I'm going to trust myself more and love myself more. I'm going to trust myself that whenever I want to do something, I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm just trying to make you understand, because anything I say in my videos, I implement. Anything I say is what I believe in and what I do. So I'm so happy that you could finally watch this video, and I hope that after you watch this video, you're going to start seeing yourself as someone that you should actually take care of, as someone that you should listen to. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and subscribe.